Boom. And bow. What's up, students? My name is Professor Void, and today we're going to be talking about walking. That's right. We're going to be learning about just the heel toes. All right. We're talking about the lady group and men group that like do the whole like walking stick and stuff like that. The benefits. All right. I want to try to get like healthier and try to like relearn and try to get back into it because I want to start getting back into like working out properly because like you see my blender cups all the way around here. I used to work out a shit ton. I used to like do a lot of stuff and see what would be good, like what would be fun, like what we could use for it. And I think I realized what it was that I was missing. I think I need like to relearn something, and it's the brutal part about it. You got to get back into the basics, and that's what I am trying to learn and to do. And that is why I want to learn more about what's going on. It's just like, is there a certain way to walk? How much can you walk? Can you walk every day? Because it's not that hard. I know something about like running where it came down to where like, every time you're just like boom, boom, boom. Like you're smashing your feet against it, and it's brutal on your feet. It's brutal on your feet. It's brutal on your body. And it's tough. It's a tough bit. And that is something that I want to figure out is like, what is the science behind walking? Is it something is it something that you can actually get better at? And what are the tools for it? Is it simple running shoes? I think it's the cheapest thing. I've seen people lose weight onto it. I've seen where like things can happen with it and you can figure out intricacies with it. And that is what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to try to figure out. Of course, we can't figure that out without the proper lighting. So let me go ahead and get that going. And like as I'm doing this, because like recently I just got done with what I would say was a pretty dope like walking like kind of workout. I've always liked walking. It's a therapeutic thing. Like with weightlifting and stuff like that, I'm always like super self-conscious of just like, or like it could be super analytical, and I like it, but there's something about it that like it's not like I can't do therapy during it. Like I can't do that. It has to be like sometime like before or after, or I'm usually exhausted and stuff like that. And I think it helps with my brain too, because there's a lot of times where like I'm always worried about stuff, and then it comes back to where it's like, oh no, it's completely fine. So now, of course, first off, let me explain what we do around here, okay, students? First of all, you join, you follow, you subscribe, you watch, and you learn, all right? And what we do here is, my goal is to show what we can learn on this beautiful internet, all right? There's open source that we can use. I utilize just Wikipedia and sometimes Vimeo for videos and stuff like that, but we usually just use open source just to show people that education like shouldn't be limited on how many dollars you have in your pocket. I think that's fucking stupid. All right. And granted, coming from somebody who doesn't know shit. Now, of course, going through this process is we're going to hit some things. We're going to hit some speed bumps. I'm going to say some stuff I don't know. I'm going to read some stuff that maybe is completely wrong. That's where you come in. Hold me accountable. Throw me off and leave a comment, talk about something, shoot it down. All right. That's why like I want you here and to be a part of it. Learn it with me as I'm researching it. And then we can figure out the basics to it. And then of course, let's have some fun with it. All right. That's the fun part of learning. That's what we try to do here and stuff. So yeah, let's get right to it. Let me make sure I haven't been talking in a weird voice to you. Now we're good and clean. It's always been a very annoying thing on my end. On just like not being clear. But no, we're all clear here. No, we should be all clear. It's here. No, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to be on the thing. simply don't want to work at all, don't you? That's how it goes here, folks. Like, you know, we try to do a thing here, and usually that thing doesn't really want to work. But hey, now sometimes it does. That's what happens. Sorry, let me just go ahead. And yeah, we're going to be learning about doing some walking. Some walking and talk. And can we walk the walk and talk the talk? Or we... Hello. All right. Yeah, you can hear me now. Good. Sorry, I had to restart the good old voice meter. That is some fucking stupid shit. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm so bothered that it's not, that doesn't even want to work. Whatever. You try to have nice shit and it just doesn't happen. What if students? What ifs? Alright, sorry. Let's get right into it. So, walking. And of course, we all do this to save you time, and so we got to learn this as much as possible, as quick as possible. So we're trying to keep this within a 2-hour format for you. So, here we go. Brian, can you tell us what's up?
Walking, from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Walking, also known as ambulation, is one of the main gaits of terrestrial locomotion among legged animals. Walking is typically slower than running and other gaits. Walking is defined by an inverted pendulum gait in which the body vaults over the stiff limb or limbs with each step. This applies regardless of the usable number of limbs. Even arthropods, with 6, 8, or more limbs, walk. Difference from running. Main
Gotta be
article,
inclusive.
running. See also, jogging. The word walk is descended from the Old English welcome to roll. In humans and other bipeds, walking is generally distinguished from running in that only one foot at a time leaves contact with the ground and there is a period of double support. In contrast, running begins when both feet are off the ground with each step. This distinction has the status of a formal requirement in competitive walking events. For quadrupedal species, there are numerous gaits which may be termed walking or running, and distinctions based upon the presence or absence of a suspended phase or the number of feet in contact any time do not yield mechanically correct classification. The most effective method to distinguish walking from running is to measure the height of a person's center of mass using motion capture or a force plate at midstance. During walking, the center of mass reaches a maximum height at midstance, while running, it is then at a minimum. This distinction, however, only holds true for locomotion over level or approximately level ground. For walking upgrades above 10%, this distinction no longer holds for some individuals. Definitions based on the percentage of the stride during which a foot is in contact with the ground, averaged across all feet, of greater than 50% contact corresponds well with identification of inverted pendulum mechanics and are indicative of walking for animals with any number of limbs, although this definition is incomplete. Running humans and animals may have contact periods greater than 50% of a gait cycle when rounding corners, running uphill or carrying loads.
We got to protect that gait cycle. That's what I'm kind of getting. I'm like in and out of this because I'm bouncing all over the place. So I'm going to have him repeat just this
During
part
walking,
here.
the center of mass reaches a maximum height at midstance, while running, it is then at a minimum. This distinction, however, only holds true for locomotion over level or approximately level ground. For walking upgrades above 10%, this distinction no longer holds for some individuals. Definitions based on the percentage of the stride during which a foot is in contact with the ground, averaged across all feet, of greater than 50% contact corresponds well with identification of inverted pendulum mechanics and are indicative of walking for animals with any number of limbs, although this definition is incomplete. Running humans and animals may have contact periods greater than 50% of a gait cycle when rounding corners, running uphill or carrying loads.
Just trying to like hit that proper angle to get the right gait going. It's all about that gait, that 50% gait cycle. Is like, did it say what gait means? numerous gaits. Gait is the pattern of movement of the limbs of animals, including humans, during locomotion over a solid substrate. Most animals have a variety of gaits. Selecting gait based on speed is a pattern of movement of the limbs. It's the famous elephant animation. Most animals use variety of gaits. Selecting gait based on speed and efficiency. 50% of a gait cycle when rounding. Contact period greater than 50% of a gait cycle. Running humans and animals may have contact periods greater than, okay. Because yeah, I'm trying to understand this. You know, I'm always bouncing back and forth and trying to see what the hell's going on here. Because I missed some shit.
Speed is another factor that distinguishes walking from running. Although walking speeds can vary greatly depending on many factors such as height, weight, age, terrain, surface, load, culture, effort, and fitness.
There's a lot of, I know a lot of people there where they're like, you know, the tall people, they're just like walking in strides, like, and stuff like that. And there's a little person that's just like, just trying to make their way over to it, and it's fucking brutal. I've been that person where it's just like I'm kind of abandoning my short friends, and they're trying to like catch up to me, and it's no. Let me say it's no. Nah, get left behind. How about that? Get left behind. No, I'm kidding. Never leave a short person behind.
Although walking speeds can vary greatly depending on the average human walking speed at crosswalks is about 5.0 kilometers per hour, kmh, or about 1.4 meters per second, ms, or about 3.1 miles per hour, mile per hour. Specific studies have found pedestrian walking speeds at crosswalks ranging from 4.51 kilometers per hour, 2.80 miles per hour, to 4.75 kilometers per hour, 2.95 miles per hour, for older individuals, and from 5.32 kilometers per hour, 3.31 miles per hour, to 5.43 kilometers per hour, 3.37 miles per hour, for younger individuals. A brisk walking speed can be around 6.5 kilometers per hour, 4.0 miles per hour. In Japan, the standard measure for walking distance is 80 meters for 1 minute of walk.
Sorry, I just got a loud rumble.
In Japan, the standard measure for walking distance is 80 meters for 1 minute of walking time, or 4.8 kilometers height. Champion race walkers can average more than 14 kilometers per hour, 8.7 miles per hour, over a distance of 20 kilometers, 12 miles. An average human child achieves independent walking ability at around 11 months old.
All right. Hold on, students. I gotta go check what the hell that Big Bang was. Alright. We're back. Yeah. No idea what the hell that was. So let's get into the hell. So you're telling me, like, they're telling me though that cultural effort and fitness, the average human is walking maybe about 1 to 3 miles per hour. And then what was it? Specific studies have found pedestrian walking speed at crosswalks ranging. Oh, dude, I'm always booking it on crosswalks. I'm always terrified. We got one out that's like that crosses this 2-lane, like basically highway. You just cross a highway that's like 2 lanes of 50 miles an hour car, and it's brutal. Like I'm always waiting for the to turn green, and people are just so impatient with you, too. Or like people that are turning. I had a guy one time, like literally just like driving his car, all right, and he's just like he's like looking at the light, looking at me, and stuff, and I'm like, they're just like, I got an average gait, right, and I'm just like walking, and the light turns green, I'm walking, and of course it's green for him too. So he starts driving, like turning, because like he's going forward and making a turn, right? And I'm going down here making my way, and he's just like, hold up, I'm a car, that's a human, I'm stronger than them, so fuck them. Like, I guess not. Like the dude just did not give a shit, and I just had to stop. I had to stop in the middle of the road so he can pick a side and go. I was just like, what the fuck was that? Like I've been slightly hit by so many cars, and just for people just being fucking impatient. I'm surprised my ankles just haven't get fucking blown out. It's brutal. It's brutal shit. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I'm always booking it. You might as well call it a run. All right, I switch gates. I go to second level gate immediately. Champion race walkers average of 14. Holy shit. Over a distance of 20. Oh my God. Champion race walkers. Oh my God. That's brutal. 8 miles an hour. That's fast as hell. You can take somebody out going at 8 miles an hour.
Health benefits. Main article, physical exercise. Regular, brisk exercise of any kind can improve confidence, stamina, energy, weight control and life expectancy, and reduces stress. It can also decrease the risk of coronary heart disease, strokes, diabetes, high blood pressure, bowel cancer and osteoporosis. Scientific studies have also shown that walking, besides its physical benefits, is also beneficial for the mind, improving memory skills, learning ability, concentration, mood, and abstract reasoning. Sustained walking sessions for a minimum period of 30 to...
The fuck is abstract reasoning? You're not just about to like throw
Scientific
out
studies have also...
Hold up. You're not about to throw out abstract reasoning. What is it just basic imagination? Abstract reasoning is the main. Abstract reasoning, also known as abstract thinking, involves the ability to understand and think with complex concepts that, while real, are not tied to concrete experience, object, people, or situations. This type of reasoning involves thinking about ideas and principles that are often symbolic or hypothetical. Abstract reasoning is considered a type of higher order thinking. This type of thinking is more complex than the type of thinking that is centered on memorizing and recalling information and facts. Requires thinking about ideas, principles. Examples of abstract concepts including the idea of humor, imagination, friendship, freedom, jealousy, success, love, growth, happiness, hope, wisdom. Oh, so fun people. Cool. Now we know. Hey, I'm probably a master at abstract thinking, okay? We're talking about like common sense though. No, I don't. That's out the window there, bud. But hey, that's why we're here, so we can learn. All right, let's get back to it. So, okay, abstract thinking. I just like it. So walking can increase my imagination. I like that.
Sustained walking sessions for a minimum period of 30 to 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week, with the correct walking posture, reduce health risks and have various overall health benefits, such as reducing the chances of cancer, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, anxiety disorder and depression. Life expectancy is also increased even for individuals suffering from obesity or high blood pressure. Walking also improves bone health, especially strengthening the hip bone, and lowering the harmful low-density lipoprotein, LDL, cholesterol, and raising the useful high-density lipoprotein, HDL, cholesterol. Studies have found that walking may also help prevent dementia and Alzheimer's.
Ooh. I'm very specific on that one. I have a big thing when it comes like to memory and like the mind and stuff like that. Like you gotta be able to study finds cool. Here, no, let's thank you. No, I want to see I'm very specific when it comes to this. I really want to know what it is about walking that makes I wonder if it's just because the activity in your brain and stuff.
Study finds path to avoiding dementia measures 14.5 kilometers. London, the historian George Macaulay Trevelyan wrote in 1913 that he had two doctors, my left leg and my right. Now a report appears to show that the simple medicine of putting one foot after another is a potential defense against dementia and Alzheimer's. Walking may protect the brain against shrinking and preserve memory in the elderly, according to a paper by U.S. neurologists who monitored 300 volunteers over 13 years. The American study bears out anecdotal evidence with neurological tests on dementia-free people in Pittsburgh who agreed to log their walks and accept brain monitoring in 1995. Tests 9 years later, followed by a further round in 2008, showed that those who walked the most cut their risk of developing memory problems by half. The study suggests that 14.5 kilometers a week, or in the urban US terms of the data, 72 Pittsburgh city blocks, is the optimum distance for neurological exercise. The paper, published in Neurology, the online medical journal of the American Academy of Neurology, found no discernible bonus in going the extra mile after that. The first round of scans showed that 14.5-kilometer walkers had larger brains than those who did less. After a further 4 years, 116 volunteers, 40% of the sample, had developed some dementia or cognitive impairment, with the effects 50% greater on those who walked only short distances and on non-walkers. Our results should encourage well-designed trials of physical exercise in older adults as a promising approach for preventing dementia and Alzheimer's disease, said Dr. Kirk Erickson, of Pittsburgh University, who led the study. The study, supported by the U.S. National Institute on Aging, follows a range of other medical studies on the benefits of walking. Study finds path to avoid.
Got it. Cool. Fuck yeah. That's dope. Hey, see, I didn't know that, it was, I knew it was, heart health just because of, how, I don't know, shit uses it. I get that. That's pretty dope. But, whoa. That's pretty sick. I didn't realize that. All right, cool.
Walking. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's fact sheet on the relationship of walking to mortality among U.S. adults with diabetes states that those with diabetes who walked for 2 or more hours a week lowered their mortality rate from all causes by 39%. Women who took 4,500 steps to 7,500 steps a day seemed to have fewer premature deaths compared to those who only took 2,700 steps a day.
Well, yeah, duh, because, if you're, moving, that's, less shit that's going to be, coming at you. You know what I mean? You always got to keep it moving, because if you're stationary, that's more shit that can fall on you and stuff like that. This lamp right here can come in and fucking kill me just right there, right, a bulb to the face. I'm done. All right, I got a lamp here and stuff like that. I got a computer here and stuff, a camera and stuff. That's a bullet, maybe, if it explodes. Any of this shit could be combustible at any moment, and they just come in and kill me. I'm fucked. I don't know, what the hell. Like, yeah, just in case you forgot. Holy shit. Like, yeah, you just got to keep it moving. All that premature death, we don't want that pre-death. All right? No. That's crazy, though. On just like 39%. All right, let's keep it going. And they said 14. They said 14.5 kilometers. 9 miles? 9 miles. You expect me to walk fucking 9 miles? Well, duh, no matter 9 fucking miles. You expect me to walk 9 miles on... It didn't mean like that, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, a walker's longer, but first round of scans showed that 14.5 kilometer walkers had larger brains. A week. Okay, 9 miles a week. Okay, I thought those motherfuckers were doing a day. So no, we're trying to get rid of these old folks via walking assassination. Yeah, go ahead, walk 9 miles. No water. Like, yeah, that's gonna evolution. Like fucking Granny Smithens over here is gonna have jacked up legs. All that blood gonna be pumping. Hell yeah. You bet your ass your brain's gonna change from that. That's a whole lot of thinking too.
Walking lengthened the life of people with diabetes regardless of age, sex, race, body mass index, length of time since diagnosis and presence of complications or functional limitations. It has been suggested that there is a relationship between the speed of walking and health, and that the best results are obtained with a speed of more than 2.5 miles per hour, 4 kilometers height. Governments now recognize the benefits of walking for mental and physical health and are actively encouraging it. This growing emphasis on walking has arisen because people walk less nowadays than previously. In the UK, a Department of Transport report found that between 1995-97 and 2005 the average number of walk trips per person fell by 16%, from 292 to 245 per year. Many professionals in local authorities and the National Health Service are employed to halt this decline by ensuring that the built environment allows people to walk and that there are walking opportunities available to them. Professionals working to encourage walking come mainly from 6 sectors: health, transport, environment, schools, sport and recreation, and urban design.
I was just about to say that's such a big thing. We covered parking lots, and even from that point, it was telling us. Sorry, I just wanted to check. Okay, good. Like even on parking lots, it showed how much just even in urban planning, how much it's like forced upon to be like just to go into cars. And I think like let's just forcing bringing people back into those sectors and having people like actually get more like parks, sidewalks, like just so much of this shit that doesn't exist anymore, to where it's just like, you have DoorDash, you have so many other things that just doesn't encourage walking. And it's like we could be doing so much more to encourage people to walk and have healthier individuals. Maybe. I mean, like, I'm that's me just hopefully thinking, but bad.
One program to encourage walking is the Walking the Way to Health initiative, organised by the British Walkers Association The Ramblers, which is the largest volunteer-led walking scheme in the United Kingdom.
Okay, first of all, that's some gang shit right there. What was it? The Ramblers, officially the Ramblers Association. In Great Britain, leading walking charity celebrating the pleasures of walking and protecting the places people love to walk. That's, they're, they're going in there fucking like, hold up. They're going in there like, what's going on, Latino? You coming in here and oh, what, you thought you could just be walking? No, they're like British. Sorry, no, my bad. They're British, so it's more like, hold up. I know I got the proper music for this. Or maybe I don't. Oh, yes. Yeah. What's going on, even traveler? I see you be backing up a little bit of business. Well, I tell you what, the Ramblers got something to say about it, cunt. That's right. I've been walking around these fucking hills for years. And you could be coming around here, fucking up my land, huh, cunt? Rod, you best be walking. Yeah? People be walking my streets and people, I be fucking up. Ramblers, represent. It's a walking group. It's a walking group in Great Britain. I'm being critiqued right now. We're just gonna cut it there. It's because I said cunt. It's probably because I said cunt. It's probably, yeah. But that's cool. That's hilarious though. It's like celebrating the pleasures of walking and protecting the places people love to walk. The Ramblers. The 100,000 members? Fuck. The Mafia ain't got shit. You be coming up in here, traveler. You be getting fucked by the boot of my traveled foot. Bruv.
One program to encourage walking is the Walking the Way to Health initiative, organised by the British Walkers Association The Ramblers, which is the largest volunteer-led walking scheme in the United Kingdom.
Scheme. I like that. Scheme. They be coming around here. That's kind of dope. Just say, yeah, no, you thought, yeah, well, we actually lived past all the fucking mafia. Yeah, they were driving their cars and shit, taking the tram and stuff. We would be walking to our meetings. That's how it'd be going, mate. Yeah, we just fucking outlived them. They were eating their fucking steaks and not drinking water. And here we come in with our fucking chiseled feet and our running shoes for walking and our canes. We still got some of our oldest members. Yeah, living past the primes. Bye.
Volunteers are trained to lead free health walks from community venues such as libraries and doctors' surgeries. The scheme has trained over 35,000 volunteers and has over 500 schemes operating across the UK, with thousands of people walking every week. A new organisation called Walk England launched a website in June 2008 to provide these professionals with evidence, advice, and examples of success stories of how to encourage communities to walk more.
I like that. Walk England. You hear me? I'm telling you to fight and walk. All right, take that to your mums and put it on a biscuit. Mate. I'm telling you to fight and shove it. I like that.
The site has a social networking aspect to allow professionals and the public to ask questions, post news and events, and communicate with others in their area about walking, as well as a Walk Now option to find out what walks are available in each region. Similar organizations exist in other countries, and recently a walking summit was held in the United States. This assembled thought leaders and influencers from business, urban planning and real estate, along with physicians and public health officials, and others, to discuss how to make American cities and communities places where people can and want to walk. Walking is more prevalent in European cities that have dense residential areas mixed with commercial areas and good public transportation. Origins. It is theory.
See what I mean? Oh. Ah, look at his butt. It's cute. Let's see. Origins. I like that. It's like, we don't really know when people were walking. But we could good say it's been a while back.
Origins. It is theorized that walking among tetrapods originated underwater with air-breathing fish that could walk underwater, giving rise, potentially with vertebrates like Tiktaalik, to the plethora of land-dwelling life that walk on 4 or 2 limbs.
Sorry, what the fuck? Talk about Tiktaalik? Oh, yeah. You know him. Genus of extinct secrepitary genia. Lopi finfish from late Devonian period. About 375, yeah. a million years ago. I like that. I like that. 375 meow. Having many features akin to those of tetrapods. We be talking about unearthing the Arctic Canada. Tentaclic is technically a fish, complete with scales and gills, but it has a triangular flattened head. It's unusual fins. Cool. Okay, so this was like potentially with vertebrates like the tislac. Clack, 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 clack.
While terrestrial tetrapods are theorized to have a single origin, arthropods and their relatives are thought to have independently evolved walking several times, specifically in insects, myriapods, chelicerates, tardigrades, onychophorans, and crustaceans, little skates.
I swear, I think scientists just like every time they get a new thing, like they just discovered like a whole new thing, a matter or whatever and stuff like that. I think they just get drunk. I think they just get drunk together and then they just come up with these let's call myriapods. Yeah. Or the shellac rate. Or let's call this tardigrades. We're the only cophorians. Or the crustaceans. Or the little scats. Little skates.
Little skates, members of the demersal fish community, can propel themselves by pushing off the ocean floor with their pelvic fins, using neural mechanisms which evolved as early as 420 million years ago, before vertebrates set foot on land. Judging from footprints discovered on a former shore in Kenya, it is thought possible that ancestors of modern humans were walking in ways very similar to the present activity as many as 3 million years ago.
Kenya. Thank you. The OGs. Oh, shit. There's different types. We got variants of walking. Let's get into it. Are we talking like variants of hockey? You know what I'm talking about? One Piece fans? You know what I'm talking about. The scramble and tap.
Variants. Scrambling is a method of ascending a hill or mountain that involves using both hands, because of the steepness of the terrain. Of necessity, it will be a slow and careful form of walking and with possibly of occasional brief, easy rock climbing. Some scrambling takes place on narrow exposed ridges where more attention to balance will be required than in normal walking.
Bitch, I've been scrambling all up and down, what was it, my household stairs? Like, bet your ass. I was always going up them stairs. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about. You be going up the stairs, like, not getting, like, just, you know what I'm talking, like, you use all fours to go up the stairs? Oh, yeah. Bet your ass I'm still doing that. Of course, I live on, like, one floor. But, like, if I'm going up some people's stairs, bet your ass I'm doing the one little boop. Especially those, like, really high ones. Because, like, if, you know, if they're, like, real wide ones and they're, like, more about, like, length than, like, height, then, yeah, I'm not doing that. But, like, we're talking, like, heights. We're talking, like, mine pyramids. Or, like, it's always, like, your old house or, like, grandmother's house or basement stairs. They're always, like, those. Like, the real small carpet ones. They're that, like, I'm talking about, like, they're fucking that tiny, right? Fucking that tiny. Oh, no, you're getting fucked. It's destroyed, especially if you're going down those in socks. Just put me in the Arctic and let me do figure skating. All right, like I'm gonna be better at that, way better than that. But nah, I've been scrambling for days. Talk about
Snowshoeing. A snowshoe is a footwear for walking over the snow. Snowshoes work by distributing the weight of the person over a larger area so that the person's foot does not sink completely into the snow, a quality called flotation. It is often said by snowshoers that if you can walk, you can snowshoe. This is true in optimal conditions, but snowshoeing properly requires some slight adjustments to walking. The method of walking is to lift the shoes slightly and slide the inner edges over each other, thus avoiding the unnatural and fatiguing straddle gait that would otherwise be necessary. A snowshoer must be willing to roll his or her feet slightly as well. An exaggerated stride works best when starting out, particularly with larger or traditional shoes. Cross-country skiing. originally conceived like snowshoes as a means of travel in deep snow. Trails hiked in the summer are often skied in the winter, and the Norwegian Trekking Association maintains over 400 huts stretching across thousands of kilometers of trails which hikers can use in the summer and skiers in the winter. Beach walking is a sport that is based on a walk on the sand of the beach. Beach walking can be
Yo, fuck that. Beach tear me up. I ran across, what was it? I did like a peer-to-peer run across the beach. Oh, it fucking destroyed me. It killed me. I died. It just right there. Dead. Whoever you're talking to is the spirit of that person, all right? Okay, they're not here with us anymore. I am the spirit. Reincarnated, if you will. Like that, like beach, because like your foot like sinks, so you don't have any of that like momentum. You are just like you're running. It's like running in your dreams. You're just like, uh, just losing all that momentum. It's awful. It's disgusting. It's degrading, really. I couldn't do that. We're definitely gonna. I want to look up some Vimeos on like the specifics into these, because these would be very fun. Or maybe this could be separate videos. We could probably do some videos on these, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Let's continue on some beach walking.
Beach walking can be developed on compact sand or non-compact sand. There are beach walking competitions on non-compact sand, and there are world records of beach walking on non-compact sand in multi-day distances. Beach walking has a specific technique of walk. Nordic walking is a physical activity and a sport, which is performed with specially designed.
Bet your ass we're gonna look up some beach walking, especially the sport. Fuck yeah, we're about to look that up.
Nordic walking is a physical activity and a sport, which is performed with specially designed walking poles similar to ski poles. Compared to regular walking, Nordic walking, also called pole walking, involves applying force to the poles with each stride. Nordic walkers use more of their entire body, with greater intensity, and receive fitness-building stimulation not present in normal walking for the chest, lats, triceps, biceps, shoulder, abdominals, spinal and other core muscles that may result in significant increases in heart rate at a given pace. Nordic walking has been estimated as producing up to a 46% increase in energy consumption, compared to walking without poles. Pedestrianism is a sport that developed during the late 18th and 19th centuries, and was a popular spectator sport in the British Isles. By the end of the 18th century, and especially with the growth of the popular press, feats of foot travel over great distances, similar to a modern ultramarathon, gained attention, and were labeled pedestrianism. Interest in the sport, and the wagering which accompanied it, spread to the United States, Canada, and Australia in the 19th century. By the end of the 19th century, pedestrianism was largely displaced by the rise in modern spectator sports and by controversy involving rules.
Motherfuckers were so bored. Motherfuckers were so bored. Like, bitch, I bet I can get to my crop on the other side of the village than you. Or I bet money like someone was caught, or like caught lying and stuff like that. Like, wait, no. You're telling me you were at Dave's house? How the fuck did you get to Dave's house? Dave's house before you got to Mary Ann's house. No, I walked there. Bitch, how the fuck did you walk there? It's like, no, I swear to God. Just like, all right, I bet we're gonna time you. And then that's how the sport began. Lo and behold, he was at Mary Ann's house. Bet money. Pedestrian. Like, that is such a rich person sport, I bet. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Pedestrianism was first codified in the last half of the 19th century, evolving into what would become race walking. By the mid-19th century, competitors were...
Sorry, that just sounds weird. It just sounds weird. Race walking. I don't... Like, can you at least change it? Like, just walking race, or, I don't know. Like, race walking just sounds sketchy. Yeah, we just get a bunch of... Yeah, it looks like it just like... I mean, look at that photo. Like, what, we just get a bunch of my dudes together? Bunch of white dudes, what I'm seeing here. We just do some race walking. Like, what? That doesn't sound right.
Competitors were often expected to extend their legs straight at least once in their stride, and obey what was called the fair heel and toe rule. This rule, the source of modern race walking, was a vague commandment that the toe of one foot could not leave the ground before the heel of the next foot touched down. This said, rules were customary and changed with the competition. Racers were usually allowed to jog in order to fend off cramps, and it was distance, not code, which determined gait for longer races. Newspaper reports suggest that trotting was common in events. Speed walking is the general term for fast walking. Within the speed walking category are a variety of fast walking techniques: power walking, fit walking, etc. Power walking is the act of walking with a speed at the upper end of the natural range for walking gait, typically 7 to 9 kilometers height, 4.5 to 5.5 miles per hour. To qualify as power walking as opposed to jogging or running, at least one foot must be in contact with the ground at all times. Race walking is a long-distance athletic event. Although it is a foot race, it is different from running in that one foot must appear to be in contact with the ground at all times. Stride length is reduced, so to achieve competitive speeds, race walkers must attain cadence rates comparable to those achieved by Olympic 800-meter runners. And they must do so for hours at a time, since the Olympic events are the 20 kilometers, 12.4 miles, race walk, men and women, and 50 kilometers, 31 miles, race walk, men only, and 50-mile, 80.5 kilometers, events are also held. See also pedestrianism above. Afghan walking. The Afghan walk is a rhythmic breathing technique synchronized with walking. It was born in the 1980s on the basis of the observations made by the Frenchman Edouard G. Stiegler, during his contacts with Afghan caravanners, capable of making walks of more than 60 kilometers per day for dozens of days.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I want to dive into most of these. Okay, first off. Okay, just like, yeah, continue with this thing, like with the energy of
Afghan walking. The
fucking Afghan walking? What? I mean, first of all, is there a Wikipedia thing onto this? Yeah, first. Let's look on. Really? There's no article on Afghan walking. Well, now, stepping out the Afghan way. Irish times. Breathing techniques allow their body to be effectively oxygenated so they can walk for longer without tiring. The Irish Times. Why don't I go Scottish? I don't know. We're talking about the Irish Times now. We're stepping out the Afghan way. Adopting a new way of walking can beneficially affect on our health, resulting in the reduced stress and greater energy levels. Right, Isabel Conway. Oh, nice. Nice. All right, fuck it. Let's. So we have stepping out the fucking Afghan way, bruv. Bruv. Oh, well, you're just not gonna let me do it? Okay, let's see here. I mean, this seems like a lot. I just want to. Let's see. Episode. Audible. Oh, cool. Breathe walking. Listen for free. Ooh, okay. There's that. Exercise to take your breath away. All right, cool. This seems like a shorty article. That seems quite right. Except continue. Take my cookies. Yes. Take them. All right.
Cookies on FD sites. We use cookies. We start with some breathing exercises, says my Afghan walking guide. French woman Catherine Gajoli. They are not from Afghanistan. They are taken from sophrology. I don't know the word in English. I take out a nifty pocket translator and type the noun SOPHROLGUE. It gives the answer which, no, that is not right. Gajoli cackles, and, when we have composed ourselves, we continue with our exercises, breathing in through the nose, filling our lungs, holding breaths, breathing out through the nose and, rather manically, pumping our arms. We are in a little clearing of pine trees near the village of Morzine in the shadow of the French Alps, bordering Switzerland. Luckily no one is around to observe our strange behavior. By being aware of our breathing, we use all of our lungs, from the diaphragm up to the shoulders, explains Kajoli, and breathing through the nose warms and filters the air. There is also an energy point in the nose that catches the energy from outside. Sophrology is dynamic relaxation, a blend of Eastern meditation and Western psychology that was developed in the 1960s. Afghan walking in Switzerland has nothing to do with Kalashnikovs, cannabis or carpets, but it comes from a style of walking observed in Afghanistan. Author Eduard Stiegler, who in 1990 wrote the book Régénération par la marque afghana, noticed that camel herders arrived in Kabul looking fresh after walking up to 700 kilometers in 12 days. He observed that they were breathing with just their nose. Their innate skill has been developed and turned into a form of walking that is both physically efficient and almost meditative in its concentration on rhythm and breathing. It is like yoga, explains Kajoli. Although the discipline is very holistic, almost spiritual, Kajoli doesn't want to frighten people off who are not used to alternative therapies. I teach it in a very physical way, she says. I don't want it just to appeal to people who do Tai Chi and similar exercise. We leave the refuge where I have spent the night, in an area surrounded by mountains and passes where smugglers used to carry salt and tobacco across the Swiss border. As we go down a small track edged with pine trees and a river, a bird of prey suddenly flies away, disturbed by us. Usually a guide would stop to explain what it is, but we are concentrating on our breathing. 3-1-3-1. 3 breaths in through the nose with each step, hold with the lungs full for 1 step, 3 breaths out through the nose for each of 3 steps, hold with the lungs empty for another step. It is a challenge.
What the fuck? Hold up. What? Say that one more time, please. Enough for my American ears to take it in.
3 breaths in through the nose with each step.
3 breaths in. What? 3, sorry. 3 breaths in through the nose with each step. So, right? Hold your lungs for 1 full step. And then fuck, hold up. I'm gonna kill myself right here. Just talking, trying to, just dead. Yeah, I bet it's a fucking challenge.
It is a challenge. I am not known for my rhythm. Counting breaths and steps makes clapping along to evangelical choruses seem like a walk in the park. How those Afghans walked 60 kilometers in a day, I don't know, but they obviously didn't chat much. The different breathing rhythms have been developed by Kajoli's mentor, Daniel Zanin. The idea is not to get out of breath and not to raise the heart rate as much as you would in endurance training, 70 to 80% of maximum heart rate. Rather, it should never go faster than fat burning limits, 60 to 70% of maximum heart rate. We also tread lightly on the earth, says Kajoli, to minimize damage to joints. When we go up a steep hill in a flowery field of cows wearing cowbells, we walk very slowly, doing a 3-3 or 2-2 breath step rhythm. We place our feet flat on the ground. I reach the top without panting or stopping for breath. Usually my strategy would be to get a hill over and done with, to head up fast, breathing hard, and collapse at the top, exhausted. Walking slowly while concentrating on breathing is a much more sedate and no doubt efficient way of doing it. If you rush first, you will tire quickly later on, says Kajoli. No wonder Afghan walking appeals to 40-somethings like me. On the level and downhill, we speed along, with other rhythms to try, up to 10-10-2, if you dare, 10 breaths in with 10 steps, 10 breaths out with 10 steps, lungs empty for 2 breaths and steps. With so much concentration on breathing, chatty banter is not possible. Sometimes we don't even manage a friendly bonjour passing hikers. This may seem a little antisocial, but it makes for a quiet hike. Kajoli likes that. At the end of a day of Afghan walking, I feel very peaceful. Definitely no need for a Kalashnikov.
Cost about 18. Cool. That's so weird. So it's all through the nose and like you're so you're forcing yourself to like maintain your breathing. Oh, that's really cool. That is really, 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 really cool. Okay. And then what was it? I don't want to do I don't want to do cross country skiing just yet. I want to do beach walking because like I want to see that. You're telling me what the fuck? Am I blind? Where is it? Pedestrianism, Nordic walking, beach walking. Man, there really isn't like an article on this. Man, sooner or later, like when I like figure out Wikipedia, we're definitely going to be like working on some stuff. Oh, oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm just gonna go fuck myself now. So there's really nothing on beach walking. Okay, that's fine. Let's beach walking, good exercise. 4K video beach walk. Well, cool stuff. That's kind of perverted, but for better beach walking. So okay. Competitive. Beach walking competition. Oh shit, look at that. Blue Reg. Blue Reg to the beach. Artists. Chalk the walk. The fuck? Cannon Beach. I'm trying to look up like techniques or like 7 tips for better beach walking. Start slow, practice moderation. 11 tips to get the most out of beach walking. You burn more calories. Really? There's like nothing? Hold up. Fine. Let's go to Vimeo. See here. Go ahead. Okay, good. Now, fuck out of here. Really? I deleted it. Go away. That's so weird that like sorry, like I keep activating a thing and I don't know what save configuration. Maybe that's it. And then like there we go. Now it's fine. I wonder if I can well yeah, of course you're behaving now, but yeah, see it doesn't want to do it now. Whatever. Okay. Beach walking. That's hilarious. Just seeing some ass. Holy shit. Night, summertime, dunes. No, I don't know. That was walking naked again. Holy shit. Okay. Yep. We're done with that. Maybe okay. Maybe we don't need to see is a sport. How about the sport of beach walking? What is beach walking? Secret side effect of beach walking? Some benefits. Oh my god, I just want to see some fucking like competition. Here, let's see what this is. Let's keep it muted and let's see what we got here. That's funny, the ass pic of that one. How stupid. Ugh. And there's just a yeah, no, this person's just hanging out. Yeah, there ain't nobody walking here. Okay. Okay, so you try to do some proper research and nothing really happens. It's a sport that is based on yeah, and there's no technique. Well, there's no technique. Is what I'm talking about. And there's world records of beach walking, non-combatant in a multi-day distance. Beach walking has a specific technique of walking. The fuck? That is so wild. I don't even know where that. Okay. Then there's cross-country skiing, which is cool. See snowshoeing. The origins were back in the day type stuff. Yeah, this is a whole nother article, which I don't think we have time for. Let's see. Can we get the simple version? Nothing. Let's see here. Used by Europeans. Okay, let's look at yeah, let's see the snowshoe and then development. Let's see. Selections, technique, walking, benefits, adverse effects, winter competition. Okay. Then all right, we'll get the first tidbits and then we'll see the introduction, the origin, and then we'll see what the competition is. Just to get the quick tidbit of everything. All righty.
Snowshoe. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. This article includes a list of general references, but it remains largely unverified because it lacks sufficient corresponding inline citations. Please help to improve this article by introducing more precise citation. A snowshoe is footwear for walking over snow. Snowshoes work by distributing the weight of the person over a larger area so that the person's foot does not sink completely into the snow, a quality called flotation. Snowshoeing is a form of hiking. Traditional snowshoes have a hardwood frame with rawhide lacings. Some modern snowshoes are similar, but most are made of materials such as lightweight metal, plastic, and synthetic fabric. In addition to distributing the weight, snowshoes are generally raised at the top for maneuverability. They must not accumulate snow, hence the lattice work, and require bindings to attach them to the feet. In the past, snowshoes were essential tools for fur traders, trappers and anyone whose life or living depended on the ability to get around in areas of deep and frequent snowfall. And they remain necessary equipment for forest rangers and others who must be able to get around areas inaccessible to motorized vehicles when the snow is deep. However, snowshoes are mainly used today for recreation, primarily by hikers and runners who like to continue their hobby in wintertime. Snowshoeing is easy to learn and in appropriate conditions is a relatively safe and inexpensive recreational activity. However, snowshoeing in icy, steep terrain can be more dangerous.
Oh shit. All right. Sorry, I was
Development. Origins. Before people built snowshoes, nature provided examples. Several animals, most notably the snowshoe hare, had evolved over the years with oversized feet enabling them to move more quickly through deep snow. The origin and age of snowshoes are not precisely known, although historians believe they were invented from 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, probably starting in Central Asia. British archaeologist Jackie Wood hypothesized that the equipment interpreted to be the frame of a backpack of a Chalcolithic mummiotzi was actually part of a snowshoe. Strabo wrote that the inhabitants of the Caucasus used to attach flat surfaces of leather under their feet and that its inhabitants used round wooden surfaces, something akin to blocks, instead. However, the traditional webbed snowshoe as we know it today had direct origins to North American indigenous people, e.g., the Huron, Cree, and so forth. Samuel de Champlain wrote, referencing the Huron and Algonquin First Nations, in his travel memoirs, v3, pg. 164, Winter, when there is much snow, they, the Indians, make a kind of snowshoe that are 2 to 3 times larger than those in France, that they tie to their feet, and thus go on the snow without sinking into it, otherwise they would not be able to hunt or go from one location to the other. In 2016, Italian scientists reported the oldest snowshoe in the world discovered in the Dolomites and dated to between 3,800 and 3,700 BC.
Ooh, shit. Cool. All right. Let's see here. Wow, let's get to it.
Snowshoes function best when there is enough snow beneath them to pack a layer between them and the ground, usually at a depth of 8 inches, 20 centimeters, or more. However, contrary to popular belief, snowshoes perform poorly on very icy and steep terrain. Compared to crampons, snowshoes give relatively little grip on ice. It is common for novice snowshoers to climb up a steep slope to a summit and then have difficulty climbing back down, which tends to be more difficult than ascending. In icy conditions, summer hiking routes may require mountaineering skills and equipment, not snowshoes. Walking. It is often said by snowshoers that if you can walk, you can snowshoe. This is true in optimal conditions, but snowshoeing properly requires some slight adjustments to walking. The method of walking is to lift the shoes slightly and slide the inner edges over each other, thus avoiding the unnatural and fatiguing straddle gait that would otherwise be necessary. A snowshoer must be willing to roll his or her feet slightly as well. An exaggerated stride works best when starting out, particularly with larger or traditional shoes. Turning. Walking skills are easily transferable to straightforward snowshoe travel, but this is not always the case with turning around. While a snowshoer with space to do so can, and usually does, simply walk in a small semicircle. On a steep slope or in close quarters such as a boreal forest, this may be impractical or impossible. It is thus necessary in such circumstances to execute a kick turn similar to the one employed on skis, lifting one foot high enough to keep the entire snowshoe in the air while keeping the other planted. putting the foot at a right angle to the other, or as close as possible for the situation and the snowshoer's physical comfort, then planting it on the snow and quickly repeating the action with the other foot. This is much easier to accomplish with poles. Ascending.
Okay. Yeah, this is diving pretty deep into it, but let's get right back to what we were originally doing. And then, okay, so let's see. Cross country skiing, no. I want to see race walking. Do I want to see it or do I want to yeah, let's just get into the introduction of it and then I want to see like a video of it.
Race walking. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Race walking, or race walking, is a long-distance discipline within the sport of athletics. Although a foot race, it is different from running in that one foot must appear to be in contact with the ground at all times. This is assessed by race judges, typically held on either roads or running tracks. Common distances range from 3,000 meters, 1.9 miles, up to 100 kilometers, 62.1 miles. There are two race walking distances contested at the Summer Olympics, the 20 kilometers race walk, men and women, and 50 kilometers race walk, men only. Both are held as road events. The biennial World Athletics Championships also features these three events, in addition to a 50 kilometers walk for women. The IAAF World Race Walking Cup, first held in 1961, is a standalone global competition for the discipline, and it has 10 kilometers race walks for junior athletes, in addition to the Olympic standard events. The IAAF World Indoor Championships featured 5,000 meters and 3,000 meters race walk variations, but these were discontinued after 1993. Top-level athletics championships and games typically feature 20 kilometers race walking events. The sport emerged from a British culture of long-distance competitive walking known as pedestrianism, which began to develop the rule set that is the basis of the modern discipline around the mid-19th century. Since the mid-20th century onwards, Russian and Chinese athletes have been among the most successful on the global stage, with Europe and parts of Latin America producing most of the remaining top-level walkers. However, it has been particularly affected by doping, with many Russian world and Olympic champions testing positive for banned performance-enhancing drugs. Compared to other forms of foot racing, stride length is reduced. To achieve competitive speeds, racewalkers must attain cadence rates comparable to those achieved by world-class 800 meters runners.
Fuck. That's a lot. That is a lot. All right, let's see here. I want to see fuck me. Like I'm scared to go back to Vimeo then, because if I go to race walking, like what is it gonna show? Because at first it kind of showed glimpses of people doing the nude beach type shit, and I'm just like, I don't think we want to watch that. But there, let's see. Okay. Cool. So I'm already seeing some stuff here. So let me. Oh, that's why. Cool. For some reason, I had mature content on. What? Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Okay. All right, let's see here. I gotta get the right video going. You know how it goes. I'm offering you compulsive worker. Jesus Christ. Can't get anything nice these days. Just trying to see what we can launch here. Oh shit. Down, bow, wow. Do. Okay, so we got Hans Grossum telling us about the art of race walking. Was uploaded about 5 years ago. Most of them race walking music. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Let's go ahead and immediately get some music going. What the fuck was that guy like throwing? It's like smushing it. It looks just like the Olympic stuff. Heel toe, fucking like some heel toe shit. Oh yeah, here, let me go. Yeah, no, it's just like the 1-2-1-2 type stuff that's happening. Okay, so he's not even gonna be talking. It's okay. We'll just turn that down. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Fucking. And so you always have to keep 1 foot down. Look at that guy. Say, hold up, sign. What the fuck are they trying to do? They trying to pull like a... They're trying to pull like a Tour de France? What the fuck was that? Say, sign. Oh, shit. You see that? You see that? You're keeping 1 foot down, keeping 1 foot down. I see you. Dude, my guy is actually jogging just to keep up with them. Oh, my dude's fucking pumping it. Look at the calves. You can sway that hip. Huh? I've seen moms move faster to get a fucking coupon down. Just like... Oh, my guy was just posing for the camera. He's like, I'm fucking done. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, look at that flow. Look at that flow. That's a nice gait. You see the gait? It's like rocking. I don't know why we're looking at the belly. Oh, shit. What the fuck? my dude's fucking running. Oh, hell yeah. She got the whole flag going. Cool. Oh, sad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah. Woo! Fuck, I wonder how tiring that must be. Oh, yeah, my dude's down. Cool. Cool shit. Yeah. Race walking. Race walking. That's pretty cool. That sucks that like we couldn't find. Hold on, let me look something up. Like walking competition. Yeah, see, everyone's just doing like a 4K type of thing. Oh, it's a sandcastle competition. That's the one that we saw earlier. No, and let me just do one last search, all right? Let me do like one last search for like the beach walking. One. Look at that. It's just nothing but ass. What's up with all these people just showing ass? Goodness. Walking the beach. Maybe another Google search? Because, like, I just, like... You're telling me there's a competition, and I'm trying to find it, but it's like... What, you're not going to show me it? The beach challenge? Yeah, no, that's just people walking, like, to the beach. Like, to the beach. I want to see, like, Chalk the Walks competition held in Virginia Beach. Absolutely nothing. Sandcastle competition, race walking, Wikipedia on walking, race to run, 99 walks. Beach walker. No, these are just like big ass wheels. The wheels that belong on a beach. I'm not like I feel like that sounds brutal, and I want to see what that means to be a beach walker. Please tell me, what does it mean to be a beach walker? Well, it's not there. So okay, hold up. Then that's fine. I'm gonna blast this music for you guys, and then what was that? I'm gonna allow you to. I gotta use the restroom again. BRB. Okay, I'm back. What is up? What to say? Who? Alright. Hold up. Give me just a second. I gotta change out the battery for the stuff. Now how it goes. Students, production, everything's always not up to your liking, but you know. Jesus. Oh, okay, there it is. Hello. Right. There we go. Bad boy in. Let me just take it right there. Verify that it's good to go. Cool. Okay. There we are. Ooh. Okay. How long we got? Oh, we got a lot of time. Got plenty of time, students. I was about to say, like, we're kind of hitting the... Oh, very... Wow, no. We still got a whole lot of shit. All right, fuck it. Let's see, Nordic Walking. Speed walking versus power walking. It's pretty dope though, like seeing the Afghan walking, like you can walk for that long. Jesus Christ. Oh, Students, get a load of this. It's a test subject. I'm just saying, like, that's just what it is. But like, get a load of this. Oh damn. Hello, sir. You walking to me? Now let's get right into it. Brian!
Walking. Biomechanics. Human walking is accomplished with a strategy called the double pendulum. During forward motion, the leg that leaves the ground swings forward from the hip. This sweep is the first pendulum. Then the leg strikes the ground with a heel and rolls through to the toe in a motion described as an inverted pendulum. The motion of the two legs is coordinated so that one foot or the other is always in contact with the ground. The process of walking recovers approximately 60% of the energy used due to pendulum dynamics and ground reaction force. Walking differs from a running gait in a number of ways. The most obvious is that during walking one leg always stays on the ground while the other is swinging. In running there is typically a ballistic phase where the runner is airborne with both feet in the air, for bipedals. Another difference concerns the movement of the center of mass of the body. In walking the body vaults over the leg on the ground, raising the center of mass to its highest point as the leg passes the vertical, and dropping it to the lowest as the legs are spread apart. Essentially kinetic energy of forward motion is constantly being traded for a rise in potential energy. This is reversed in running where the center of mass is at its lowest as the leg is vertical. This is because the impact of landing from the ballistic phase is absorbed by bending the leg and consequently storing energy in muscles and tendons. In running there is a conversion between kinetic, potential, and elastic energy. There is an absolute limit on an individual's speed of walking, without special techniques such as those employed in speed walking, due to the upwards acceleration of the center of mass during a stride. If it's greater than the acceleration due to gravity, the person will become airborne as they vault over the leg on the ground. Typically, however...
Sorry, I just like the concept of just someone becoming airborne. Just like, all right, and we just go and shoot up.
Typically, however, animals switch to a run at a lower speed than this due to energy efficiencies. Based on the 2D inverted pendulum model of walking, there are at least 5 physical constraints that place fundamental limits on walking like an inverted pendulum. These constraints are takeoff constraint, sliding constraint, fallback constraint, steady state constraint, high step frequency constraint, leisure activity. Main articles: hiking and walking tour. Many people enjoy walking as recreation in the mainly urban modern world, and it is one of the best forms of exercise. For some, walking is a way to enjoy nature and the outdoors, and for others the physical, sporting and endurance aspect is more important. There are a variety of different kinds of walking, including bush walking, race walking, beach walking, hill walking, Volksmarching, Nordic walking, trekking, dog walking and hiking. Some people prefer to walk indoors on a treadmill, or in a gym, and fitness walkers. There are a variety of
bushwalking. But I typed hiking. Oh, it just goes right into hiking. Oh, okay. Cool. Never mind. Continue.
Walking. From Wikipedia. Some people prefer to walk indoors on a treadmill, or in a gym, and fitness walkers and others may use a pedometer to count their steps.
I always thought that, like I wonder, like, how much the difference is, like, walking indoors on a treadmill versus, like, walking outdoors. Like, what are the beneficial, like, do you still get a lot of the benefits of it? Like, is it more a mechanical issue, or is it like the concept of like going outside, you get vitamin C, you get exposed to nature, you know, you touch grass, which a lot of us should be doing on each day. I don't know. I feel like, you know, like I'm more of outside. Of course, I know there's a lot of people with like allergies and stuff like that. It's just insufferable for you. And of course, you know, just please stay safe, definitely. But if you can still walk, I think you should definitely try to walk.
Hiking is the usual word used in Canada, the United States and South Africa for long vigorous walks. Similar walks are called tramps in New Zealand, or hill walking or just walking in Australia, the UK and the Irish Republic. Australians also bushwalk. In English-speaking parts of North America, the term walking is used for short walks, especially in towns and cities. Snowshoeing is walking in snow. A slightly different gait is required compared with regular walking. Tourism. In terms of tourism, the possibilities range from guided walking tours in cities, to organized trekking holidays in the Himalayas. In the UK the term walking tour also refers to a multi-day walk or hike undertaken by a group or individual. While organized systems of trails exist in many other European counties, as well as Canada, United States, New Zealand, and Nepal, systems of lengthy waymarked walking trails now stretch across Europe from Norway to Turkey, Portugal to Cyprus. Many also walk the traditional pilgrim routes, of which the most famous is El Camino de Santiago, the Way of St. James. Numerous walking festivals and other walking events take place each year in many countries. The world's largest multi-day walking event is the International 4 Days Marches Nijmegen in the Netherlands.
Well, now I want to see what that's about. Yeah, no, I want to see what...
International 4 Days March is Nijmegen. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The International 4-Day March is Nijmegen, Dutch. Internationale Vierdaagse of Stadsmarsen Nijmegen, is the largest multiple-day marching event in the world. It is organized every year in Nijmegen, Netherlands in mid-July as a means of promoting sport and exercise. Participants walk 30, 40 or 50 kilometers.
Okay, wait. Okay, I understand how I fucked up that in that one. My bad. Here, let's get back to that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's get on. Let's finish this one and then we'll.
Numerous walking festivals and other walking events take place each year in many countries. The world's largest multi-day walking event is the International 4 Days March is Nijmegen in the Netherlands. The Vierdaagse, Dutch for 4-day event, is an annual walk that has taken place since 1909. It has been based at Nijmegen since 1916. Depending on age group and category, walkers have to walk 30, 40 or 50 kilometers each day for 4 days. Originally a military event with a few civilians, it now is a mainly civilian event. Numbers have risen in recent years, with over 40,000 now taking part, including about 5,000 military personnel. Due to crowds on the route, since 2004 the organizers have limited the number of participants. In the US, there is the annual Labor Day Walk on Mackinac Bridge, Michigan, which draws over 60,000 participants. It is the largest single-day walking event, while the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Walk in Maryland draws over 50,000 participants each year. There are also various walks organized as charity events, with walkers sponsored for a specific cause. These walks range in length from 2 miles, 3 kilometers, or 5 km to 50 miles, 80 kilometers. The MS Challenge Walk is an 80 kilometers or 50-mile walk which raises money to fight multiple sclerosis, while walkers in the Oxfam Trail Walker cover 100 kilometers or 60 miles. Rambling.
Hey, let's go, my Ramblers.
In Britain, the Ramblers, a registered charity, is the largest organization that looks after the interests of walkers, with some 100,000 members. Its Get Walking Keep Walking project provides free route guides, led walks, as well as information for people new to walking. The Long Distance Walkers Association in the UK is for the more energetic walker, and organizes lengthy challenge hikes of 20 or even 50 miles, 30 to 80 kilometers, or more in a day. The LDWA's annual 100 event, entailing walking 100 miles or 160 kilometers in 48 hours, takes place each British spring bank holiday weekend.
Okay. Holy shit. Annual, fuck off. 100 event entails walking 100 miles in 48 hours. Oh my god. Okay, let's. Well, that one's kind of explained, but hold up. I want to see if there's
the LDWA's annual.
Yeah, hosted by Long Distance LDW, the annual 100 non-competitive continuous walk. Holy shit. Okay, hold up. Let me try to find something so it doesn't get blocked on like on YouTube and stuff like that. So let me see here on see if anything pops up. Let's see, LDWA. That doesn't pop up. Okay, then let's. Oh wow, this thing has like 100 miles and stuff like that to it. Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh no, wait, not that way. Okay, let's see what this pops up. Sorry for all you blind people. Blind. I don't want to. I blinded people through white screen. That's what I was talking about. Jesus. Let's see. Yeah, no, it shows them kind of Getting ready to get started here. So they have a starting place. People getting ready. They got your backpacks and everything. Damn, you got old geezers there. He's like, we're gonna be fucking. Oh, we get your bear down here. So where's my fucking keys? You see my left shoe? And shit, Mary. He says, oh, fuck me. Did I forget my keys on? Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got here. We got old boy. He's gonna be our guide. Talking about, look at that, you're just walking through people's yards. At least that's what it looks like. Oh, shit, let's get a little quick glimpse.
Madeline and Aaron behind me. We're on an 8.1 mile stretch now to the next checkpoint.
Woo.
Food's been great, really good food at the last checkpoint.
Good.
It's a long time, 21 miles to get to your first inside checkpoint, but we were well looked after at the 2 outside checkpoints. We had a bag of food
cool.
for us to carry on the wall, so yeah, it's all good. So next checkpoint, nearly 30 miles, and I feel like the hard work is beginning now.
That's fucking wild. Like, just imagine doing that being a check. I wonder what like the checkpoints are like. We can see some of that. Oh, that's so pretty. Some of the England air. It's pretty wild. Were they ending off on the day? Okay, let's see. Oh,
we
shit!
got the little bit to Garrigill to do, and then
He's gonna be the first one to die in the trip. There's always that guy who's always showing off during the trip and stuff like that, doing his little dance, and then you just get fucked onto it. That's what happens.
let's grind it out really.
Oh, cool! They go to abandoned sites. Let's see what they got here. Were they just at random places? Did they just barge to this person's house? Is this what the Ramblers do? Oh my god. I bet they encounter like a lot of serial killers. Bet money or something. Like somebody just dragging a bag, just be like, oh shit, you doing the competition, right? Just like, yeah. What you got there? Oh, just gone in twos. Cheerio. Just walk in the middle of the night. Shit. This is specifically a white person sport. Like, just walking long distances in the middle of the night, just competitive. Well, it says non-competitive, so this is very much a chip cheerio type thing. Oh shit, he looks super intense.
After 10 miles. The next
Oh,
stage now takes me up onto High Cup Nick.
He sounds super tired.
Britain's greatest geological features, really. And it looks like I'm going to get to see it today because the cloud's really high.
Ooh.
With the
Ooh.
right-
Ooh, pretty. Man, that is like the most England shit I've seen. Look at that. Those bricks, those rocks and stuff like that. Show me some sheep too. That's crazy how far it goes though. It's very pretty. It's very pretty, like untouched. Ooh, shit. That's super cool. And that's the thing too, like with walking, I bet you see some very, very pretty stuff. Very, very much pretty stuff. Oh yeah, take a gander. Oh my god, fuck that. Some wild horses? Hell no. Wild horses are terrifying. I would rather go up go up against a tiger. Rather go up against a tiger. Wild horse shows up? Nah. I feel like a wild horse is more likely to attack you. A tiger like doesn't know you. It's smart enough to be like, you might be capable of something. I feel like a horse is just like, oh, you are here. I don't like that. You should go. Cute bridge. Was that fine, damn? There we go. Now you got that. Now you got the proper London sky. Very cloudy. Let's see, we get some more views out of this. Oh, it's very pretty. Ooh, pretty green hills. Oh, and then you just see civilization. Oh, when he's supposed to just walk right up in there and then just be done. That's crazy shit. On just like how far you need to walk and just push yourself. That's a lot. In 48 hours. You had to do that in 48 hours. I wonder like how much you need to sleep. Or if you do. Probably not. Alright, let's finish off.
Walkability. Main article, walkability. There has been a recent focus among urban planners in some communities to create pedestrian-friendly areas and roads, allowing
Yes.
commuting, shopping and recreation to be done on foot. The concept
Yes.
of walkability has arisen as a measure of the degree to which an area is friendly to walking. Some communities are at least partially car-free, making them particularly supportive of walking and other modes of transportation. In the United States, the Active Living Network is an example of a concerted effort to develop communities more friendly to walking and other physical activities.
Yes.
An example of such efforts to make urban development more pedestrian-friendly is the Pedestrian Village. This is a compact, pedestrian-oriented neighborhood or town, with a mixed-use village center, that follows the tenets of new pedestrianism. Shared-use lanes for pedestrians and those using bicycles, segways, wheelchairs, and other small rolling conveyances
That's
that
what
do
we
not
need.
use internal combustion engines. Generally, these lanes are in front of the houses and businesses, and streets for motor vehicles are always at the rear. Some pedestrian villages might be nearly car-free with cars either hidden below the buildings or on the periphery of the village. Venice, Italy is essentially a pedestrian village with canals. The Canal District in Venice, California, on the other hand, combines the front lane rear street approach with canals and walkways, or just walkways. Walking is also considered to be a clear example of a sustainable mode of transport, especially suited for urban use and or relatively shorter distances. Non-motorized transport modes such as walking, but also cycling, small-wheeled transport, skates, skateboards, push scooters and hand carts, or wheelchair travel are often key elements of successfully encouraging clean urban transport.
I was just thinking that when it talked about like suitable urban, what was it? Especially suitable for urban use and or relatively shorter distance. Like, I wonder how much like walking New Yorkers do. Like people in big cities. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that's something we can look at. How much walking does a New Yorker do compared to others? I would have to say a lot, right? By helping present scenes, the pill to make exercise absolute. This pandemic. Walking. How much walking does a New Yorker do? On average. Be some New York misconceptions. Oh my God. Are you serious? The average New Yorker walks anywhere around 2 to 5 miles a day. Holy shit. 2 to 8 miles round trip. Walk across town. Need to pick up some groceries at Amish market. Add another 0.5. Stroll to a happy hour. Stagger home. Depending on monetary-induced sense of direction, you could work your way up to 10K in a single day. Damn, here in New York, we walk farther and faster than most people on planet Earth, according to an NY Mag article. It leads to greater longevity, according to Steele. It leads to us. Holy shit. Allow me to bust some NYC misconception. Walking isn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's have Brian read us this bit here real quick.
The average New Yorker walks anywhere from 2 to 5 miles a day. Walk to work across town, that's 2.8 miles round trip. Need to pick up some groceries at Amish Market, add another 5. Stroll to happy hour and stagger home. Depending on your martini-induced sense of direction, you could work your way up to a 10K in a single day. Here in New York, we walk farther and faster than most people on planet Earth, and according to NY Mag article, it leads to greater longevity. According to Street's blog, it leads to less mental stress. And according to me, it leads to a pleasantly extended form of collegiate life. Naturally, there are times when walking isn't the most enjoyable mode of transportation. Showing up at work in the summer months accompanied by lower back sweat isn't a cute look. Showing up at work in the dead of winter in what is essentially a dog sledding jacket.
I was just about to say, like, New York is just overall brutal. Like, you're walking everywhere. First of all, I mean, all the flooding that's happening now that you gotta go through. Oh God. And then like the summer months where like the city just turns into an oven and it holds in all that heat because nothing can blow out the heat, and all the reflection off of the windows bouncing down to the hot tar off the street. Oh, hell no.
Showing up at work in the dead of winter in what is essentially a dog sledding jacket, also not necessarily so cute. But compare this with the woes of LA and DC's traffic or the mega commutes from surrounding suburbs, and suddenly our morning strolls don't seem too shabby. Personally, walking around the city feels reminiscent of my days at UMD spent bustling across campus or flailing to the bar just in time to make it in without paying cover. Walking in NYC lends itself to a lifestyle where you, Mila Kunis and a homeless man might all share the same sidewalk square, even if it is for just a moment. Where a simple turn round the bend can reveal an inadvertent adventure, where everyone can make it to happy hour and everyone can have a drink and no one has to drive. Now, what could be more glorious than that? The average New Yorker walks.
That's true. That is very, very true. I think there's a lot of benefits that can go into walking and stuff. And besides, like, you know, that like why, like, if you can go to a local bar, walk there and get absolutely plastered, and then just go walk somewhere else. Have fun with that. Like why be a buzzkill and just ruin that? All right, and so here, let's see here. Let's get right back to it. Canals, transportation, non-motorized modes, but also cycling. Okay,
walking is also considered to be a clear example of a sustainable mode of transport, especially suited for urban use and or relatively shorter distances. Non-motorized transport modes such as walking, but also cycling, small-wheeled transport, skates, skateboards, push scooters and hand carts, or wheelchair travel are often key elements of successfully encouraging clean urban transport. A large variety of case studies and good practices, from European cities and some worldwide examples, that promote and stimulate walking as a means of transportation in cities can be found at ELTIS, Europe's portal for local transport. The development of specific rights of way with appropriate infrastructure can promote increased participation and enjoyment of walking. Examples of types of investment include pedestrian malls, and foreshoreways such as oceanways and also river walks. The first purpose-built pedestrian street in Europe is the Leidschenbaan in Rotterdam, opened in 1953. The first pedestrianised shopping centre in the United Kingdom was in Stevenage in 1959. A large number of European towns and cities have made part of their centres car-free since the early 1960s. These are often accompanied by car parks on the edge of the pedestrianised zone, and, in the larger cases, park and ride schemes. Central Copenhagen is one of the largest and oldest. It was converted from car traffic into pedestrian zone in 1962. In robotics, main article, Robot Locomotion. This section has multiple issues. Please help improve it or discuss these issues on the talk page. Learn how and when to remove these template messages. This section needs additional citation. The first successful attempts at walking robots tended to have 6 legs. The number of legs was reduced as microprocessor technology advanced, and there are now a number of robots that can walk on 2 legs. One, for example, is Osimo. Although robots have taken great strides in advancement, they still don't walk nearly as well as human beings, as they often need to keep their knees bent permanently in order to improve stability.
I don't know. I mean, have you seen that shit on fucking, what was it? What Boston Dynamics got? Look at this son of a bitch. Yeah, you're telling me that they ain't got walk? That seems like good walking to me. Look at that, the motherfucker. Coming in, bop, 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 hitting the street. It's not properly walking. It's more like a jog, so he wouldn't be doing some speed walking. Look at that. They're multiplying now. They can clone each other. Bop, 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 beepity, boop, boop. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, great. They can just hop over shit and steal my shit. Man, fuck it. What? Bow. What? Hip. There you go. Look at that. Backflip on your ass and kill you. That is what would happen. All right. But granted, what was it? I heard there's a nice little bit of a blooper. I heard that was some funny stuff. Fawsley's video. What was it? Look at that dumbass. Yeah, bam. Get fucked. Yeah, so you know what? I think we're fine. Like robots with walking and stuff like that. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, animals. Oh yeah, we gotta learn the gait of all these other walking fish. Nah, I think we're good here. See, gait training or gait rehabilitation is the act of learning how to walk either as a child or more frequently after sustaining injury. Normal human gait is a complex process which happens due to cord movement. Oh. Preferred walking speed. Walking audit. A walking audit is assessment of walkability for pedestrians' access of an external environment. Walking audits are often undertaken in street environments to consider and promote the needs of pedestrians. Ooh. Do we have time for this? Walking bus. Crocodile walking. Was a form of student transportation. Hold up. I'm interested in the walking audit. Do we have time for that? It doesn't look like much. Sure, let's go ahead. Let's figure this out. Walking audit. I like that.
Walking audit.
Because you know I'm all about like just improving the existence of just life in general for people. So let's see what we got. We got about 12
Walking
minutes.
audit. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. A walking audit is an assessment of the walkability or pedestrian access of an external environment. Walking audits are often undertaken in street environments to consider and promote the needs of pedestrians as a form of transport. They can be undertaken by a range of different stakeholders including local community groups, transport planners, engineers, urban designers, local police officers, local politicians, councillors. Walking audits often collect both quantitative and qualitative data on the walking environment. Pedestrian Environment Review System. The Pedestrian Environment Review System, PERS, is the most developed and widely used walking audit tool available. PERS is a systematic process to assess the pedestrian environment within a framework that promotes objectivity. The environment is reviewed from the end-user perspective of the vulnerable pedestrian. PERS consists of an on-street audit process, a GIS software package to consolidate, map and display results. A PERS walking audit collects both quantitative and qualitative data on 6 types of facility in the street environment: links, footways, footbridges, subways, crossings, routes, public transport waiting areas, bus stops, tram stops, taxi ranks, public spaces, parks and squares, interchange spaces, between different modes of transport. Each facility is rated on a 7-point scale, 3 to +3, for different parameters such as effective width, dropped curbs, permeability, or personal security. PERS also rates disabled people's access. These PERS ratings are linked to red, amber, green, RAG, color coding. The PERS software allows users to analyze and display walkability data using GIS maps, charts and quick win recommendation lists. PERS was originally developed in 2001 by TRL and London Borough of Bromley. The software tool, PERS 1, was designed to allow transport professionals and community groups to quickly and cost-effectively assess and rate the walkability of local streets and recommend improvements for pedestrians. This version of the tool assessed links, crossings, and routes. In 2005, Transport for London and TRL co-developed PERS 2, which expanded the original system to include public transport waiting areas, PTWA, public spaces and interchange spaces. In 2009, Transport for London and TRL further developed the tool into PERS 3, which included a built-in GIS mapping tool and the ability to add photographs and geo-references of quick wins, low-cost, easy-to-implement physical improvements. PERS 3 also has the added functionality of automatically generate quick win recommendation work lists for highway work crews. The PERS tool has been used by organisations all over the world and has been used extensively in London to assess over 200 kilometres of the street network, using walking audits to make a business case. Research undertaken by the Commission for Architecture and the Built Environment, CABE, have used the PERS walking audit method to show how we can calculate the extra financial value that good street design contributes over average or poor design. The study found a direct link between an increase in PERS scores, and therefore an increase in the quality of a street for pedestrians, and residential house prices. The study demonstrates how PERS can be used to show how clear financial benefits can be calculated from investing in better quality street design.
Oh, okay. And then walkability. Okay, yeah. And then, okay, yeah, let's finish. Yeah, let's finish off with this one, and then this
from
will be
Wikipedia,
it. Ooh.
the free encyclopedia. Walkability is a measure of how friendly an area is to walking. Walkability has health, environmental, and economic benefits. Factors influencing walkability include the presence or absence and quality of footpaths, sidewalks or other pedestrian rights of way, traffic and road conditions, land use patterns, building accessibility, and safety, among others. Walkability is an important concept in sustainable urban design. Project Drawdown describes making cities walkable as an important solution in the toolkit for adapting cities to climate change. It reduces carbon emissions and improves quality of life. Definitions. One proposed definition for walkability is the extent to which the built environment is friendly to the presence of people living, shopping, visiting, enjoying or spending time in an area. Factors affecting walkability include, but are not limited to, street connectivity, land use mix, residential density, residential units per area of residential use, presence of trees and vegetation, frequency and variety of buildings, entrances and other sensations along street frontages, transparency, which includes amount of glass in windows and doors, orientation and proximity of homes and buildings to watch over the street, plenty of places to go to near the majority of homes, services such as stores, restaurantes, bars, theaters, schools, parks or sports centers, placemaking, such as street designs that work for people, not just cars, retail floor area ratio. Major infrastructural factors include access to mass transit, presence and quality of footpaths, buffers to moving traffic, planter strips, on-street parking or bike lanes, and pedestrian crossings, aesthetics, nearby local destinations, air quality, shade or sun in appropriate seasons, street furniture, traffic volume and speed, and wind conditions. Walkability is also examined based on the surrounding built environment. Reed Ewing and Robert Cervero's 5 Ds of the built environment: density, diversity, design, destination accessibility, and distance to transit heavily influence an area's walkability.
Dip, dive, dodge, and dip. The 5 Ds of built environment. I like that. Okay, yeah, we're going to finish off with the benefits, and then we're going to do the outro.
Health. Walkability indices have been found to correlate with both body mass index, BMI, and physical activity of local population.
BMI is such bullshit. Just adding that.
Physical activity can prevent chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, depression, and osteoporosis. Thus, for instance, an increase in neighborhood walk score has linked with both better cardiometabolic risk profiles and a decreased risk of heart attacks. The World Cancer Research Fund and American Institute for Cancer Research released a report that new developments should be designed to encourage walking, on the grounds that walking contributes to a reduction of cancer. A further justification for walkability is founded upon evolutionary and philosophical grounds, contending that gait is important to the cerebral development in the humans. Due to discrepancies between residents' health in inner city neighborhoods and suburban neighborhoods with similar walkability measures, further research is needed to find additional built environment factors in walkability indices. Environmental. One of most important benefits of walkability is the decrease of the automobile footprint in the community. Carbon emissions can be reduced if more people choose to walk rather than drive or use public transportation. The benefits of less emissions include improved health conditions and quality of life, less smog, and less of a contribution to global climate change. Socioeconomic. Further information, student transport and walking buzz. Walkability has also been found to have many socio-economic benefits, including accessibility, cost savings both to individuals and to the public, student transport, which can include walking buses, increased efficiency of land use, increased livability, economic benefits from improved public health, and economic development, among others. The benefits of walkability are best guaranteed if the entire system of public corridors is walkable, not limited to certain specialized routes. More sidewalks and increased walkability can promote tourism and increase property value. In recent years, the demand for housing in a walkable urban context has increased. The term missing middle housing, as coined by Daniel Perolk of Opticos Design Incorporated, refers to multi-unit housing types, such as duplexes, fourplexes, bungalow courts, and mansion apartments not bigger than a large house, which are integrated throughout most walkable pre-1940s neighborhoods, but became much less common after World War II. Hence the term missing. These housing types are often integrated into blocks with primarily single-family homes, to provide diverse housing choices and generate enough density to support transit and locally serving commercial amenities. Auto-focused street design diminishes walking and needed eyes on the street provided by the steady presence of people in an area. Walkability increases social interaction, mixing of populations, the average number of friends and associates where people live. Reduced crime, with more people walking and watching over neighborhoods, open space and main streets, increased sense of pride, and increased volunteerism. Socioeconomic factors contribute to willingness to choose walking over driving. Income, age, race, ethnicity, education, household status, and having children in a household all influence walking travel.
See, you increase the walkability of a neighborhood. All right, you get rid of all the bad people. You do. You get rid of the racists. You get rid of like awful people, the criminals, out of it. And, you know, people just start banging more because you just like, you see some more people walking, you make more eye contact, you start to get more attracted to more people. Next thing you know, you got a whole neighborhood. That's dope. And maybe that's like, maybe that's what's up. Maybe that is what is up, students. I tell you what, we've learned a lot here today about doing some walking. All right, I think, like, you know, we've been talking the talk, but I think we actually learned to walk the walk. We learned a lot about fucking walking. And like, I know, and what was it? I knew, like, you know, I was gonna be like kind of trying to cover like more modern topics and stuff like that, but it's just like, I don't know, like you get more interest out of these things, and I feel like, you know, that pulls more of the genuine out of me and towards you guys. So I think, like, you know, that's kind of going to be kind of the whole issue. If there's going to be some modern day stuff that's like happening that maybe I want to dive into, then I'll do that. But for other parts, it's fucking dope. There's so much benefits with walking that I think like people should focus on. That like, and it's not like an overexertion. You know, there's a lot of intimidation with just exercising today, especially oh god, like the diet planning, the equipment involved, gym memberships, and like forgetting that. Like, honestly, just get a white tee, throw on some sweatpants, and then fucking throw on your most comfortable shoes and just go for a walk. And you could do it daily. It doesn't pull that much strain. If you want to push it, then you can push it. Honestly, I think that might be my goal. I want to try to walk every day and just try to do just like something with it. Not overexert the body, just continue it, have a nice flow with it. I think that's what's going to be going down. But yeah, holy shit. And the whole Afghan walk, that was cool, like with the nose breathing and stuff like that. I want to dive a little bit deeper into that and try to figure out like what was up with the nose breaths and stuff. It's some cool shit. No, I think it's some fun stuff. But hey, we learned a lot here today, and I'm so happy that you came here to join and enjoy this and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna go send this out to Raid and stuff like that. I'm going to quit the recording here so you YouTube people get the hell up out of here and stuff. But hey, I'll be live on Tuesday, and we're going to be doing some art. All right, we're going to be having some fun with that. We're going to be coloring. Let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. Let's see if I can do it real quickly. All right, I got a minute. Let's see if I can do it. Come on, load. Load in, please. Please load. open. Opening. Open, open, open. That's PNG. Clip. Bam. Come on. Open it. There we go. Boom, baby. We're going to be coloring this bad boy. I'm going to be figuring out a palette later on tonight. And yeah. All right. So I'm super excited to do that. So I hope I see you here tomorrow. We're going to be doing it at 8. And yeah, we're going to have fun doing it. All right. My name is Professor Void. I hope you learned something here today. And I will see you on the next episode. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Have yourself a good one. Here's the outro. Bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Bam.